respond via text why using different things. I just figured I'd try to share in 5 minutes, the Jing 5-minute limit, a lot of the technologies I use and why I use them, and especially talk about some of the stuff that overlaps. While I'm sitting at a computer and it's connected to the internet, I pretty much always have my email open, which is sometimes a bad thing. Like I've read, productivity stuff, and some of them suggest that, you're supposed to only check your email a certain number of times a day, but I guess I'm addicted, whatever. Your question on Google Reader, the reason I use Google Reader because it's become my newspaper, not only newspaper in terms of the news. So over here on the left you can see I get, like the BBC and CNN and AZ Central and stuff like that, but also news in terms of, education, technology, all that stuff. So this I try to read each morning, but I always get behind, and I've been playing catch up. My Google Calendar I also tend to have open a lot, but as long as my Gmail is open, it's quick enough to click over to my Google Calendar. Now, for me, what really works with the G Calendar and stuff is that I have that all synced with my phone, including my email, so that helps. And I'm able to process some of that stuff. Reader is one of the things you were suggesting, that, why would you have a Reader versus PageFlakes and stuff? Well, why don't we look at that? So over here, Google also has its own personal portal, like PageFlakes, like NetVibes, called iGoogle. As you can see on this particular page, iGoogle is the first one I built a writing resource page in, and so I tend to default to this because this is the one that in my mind was the best developed, and so this is what I share with people as an example. However, I think that the heart of your question is about purpose and audience. What's the purpose of using this tool? Who's the audience? The reason I don't use iGoogle, especially for these assignments, is because iGoogle doesn't share. It doesn't have a public thing, like I've asked you all in your PageFlakes to make it public so we can all see it, or I can at least grade it. iGoogle doesn't have that because at its heart, personal portals, the title, personal, it's supposed to be a portal page for you. So you are correct. A personal portal can have bookmarks. However, adding bookmarks to this little thing is not nearly as easy as up here just clicking this little tag and adding to my Delicious, or clicking this little Diigo button here and bookmarking to my Diigo. So part of this is about ease. Also, okay, let's quickly go to, RSS. Compared to Reader, this only shows 3 at a time. Google Reader, sorry, I got out of that, so let's quickly, oh no, I'm in trouble here. Compared to Google Reader, I can see a lot more in Google Reader. Okay, here we go, Reader. Come on. Reader will show me more of each entry. So if I click on any one entry here, it'll show me more of them, and it allows me to search them. Up here I can search, and not only search all of them, but I can search by my folders, or even search by the individual blog or entry. So Google Reader is just much more powerful, but can I do RSS feeds in PageFlakes or NetVibes or iGoogle? Absolutely. Can I bookmark? But like any program that does a bunch of things at once, it usually doesn't do them as well as programs that specialize. Now, your questions of why might you have a Delicious account versus a Diigo? Well, Delicious was here first. If we look at my Delicious account somewhere on this page, oh yeah, right here, I have 3,154 bookmarks. This has become my default. I tag, it's my default, and I can search my own bookmarks. Now, do I also use Diigo? Not only do I use Diigo, but if you notice here, I'm logged in as my textbook title. I use different accounts to do different things, and because Diigo can make lists, I use Diigo as kind of a presentation. Like I've done a workshop using Diigo as kind of the presentation, linking out to everything. Things, why might I use Google Docs versus Word? Well, Docs, I'm on the road all the time, and I'm collaborating with people, and so I find myself now doing a bunch of stuff in Google Docs versus a Microsoft Word. But when I work, for a publisher with my textbook, I have to use Word because that's what they're using. Even now, though, something separate, I'm starting to use this program called Evernote that will sync both across my computers and my phone as a way to take notes for myself. So that was 5 minutes, and it didn't even get everything I wanted to do, but I'm hoping that helps.